If you're a person that doesn't suffer from social anxiety and you're just watching this to educate yourself, thank you for taking the time to do so. I'll do my best to keep this as brief as possible, so let's begin. Number 1. Why are you so quiet? Trust me, we would love to speak, but we're so paralyzed by fear that we simply prefer to stay quiet sometimes. Asking this question puts unnecessary pressure on us and makes our anxiety even worse. Instead, you could ask us open-ended questions or give us a bit more time to relax and open up. We simply need to adjust to your presence. Number 2. You're just shy. This is sometimes followed up by, that's okay, I used to be shy too. I know how you feel. Saying this makes it seem like we are overreacting. Social anxiety is much more than shyness. It heavily interferes with your daily life, making normal activities like ordering food or talking on the phone impossible. Number 3. You need to step out of your comfort zone. If I had a penny for every time someone told me that. If it was that simple, I'm sure no one would have social anxiety. First of all, sometimes the fear is so debilitating that you can't even take that step. The other thing is that even if you do step out of your comfort zone, it probably won't change anything. If it did, that would make cognitive behavioral therapy redundant. You need to understand how your anxiety works and where it comes from first before you try conquering your fears, before you try doing anything about it. And that usually requires hours of therapy or at least some form of self-assessment. Number 4, it's all in your head. Well, it kind of is, but even though the perceived threat isn't real, the anxiety we feel because of it is. It's very, very real. So telling us that we're making it all up isn't really helping. Number 5, calm down. I wish I could. And actually, I can now because I've been through years of therapy and have worked very hard to get to this place. But at the peak of my social anxiety, it was difficult to simply calm myself down because my brain took over, and once the spiral started, it was impossible to stop it. Your thoughts trigger bodily responses, and those further trigger your thoughts, and that's how the vicious cycle forms. Number 6. You aren't trying hard enough to get better. I need you to be braver. Now this one is actually soul-crushing because when you say it, you invalidate all the progress we've made so far. I'm pretty sure that every single person with social anxiety is trying to do whatever they can to heal because it simply is not fun to live in a state of permanent fear. However, resolving an issue as complex as this requires more than popping a pill or just letting go. Number 7. Others have it so much worse and they are not complaining. I'm sure they do, but I don't think one person's suffering has to necessarily invalidate someone else's pain. And that's all I am going to say about this one. Now, there are a few other things that people say, like, stay positive, you're overreacting, or why are you always like this? What I would like you to know is that we are trying our best, at least most of us are, to be a bit braver every single day. We're trying to be a bit braver every single day. I don't want you to treat us as though we're delicate little snowflakes, because that's not who we are. All we're asking for is a little bit of space and being able to set the tempo. Rather than expecting us to become social beasts overnight, you could give us a thumbs up for every small yet successful human interaction. don't enable our avoidant behaviors. But let us know it's okay to feel the way we do sometimes. To end this video, I'd like to thank you if your loved one is suffering from social anxiety and you've chosen to help them through it. My social anxiety used to be quite severe, but I've had a couple of very supportive humans in my life, and I made huge progress over the past 2-3 years. I will forever be grateful for their presence and patience, because they let me open up at my own pace and they made me feel comfortable enough to do so. Now, if someone you're just getting to know has social anxiety, please remember that usually there's an entire universe of warmth and love and fun and beauty behind those walls of silence. And if you gently persist, you will be blessed with all of the good stuff at some point. We have so much to give. We just need you to stick around for long enough to be able to take it. Thank you for watching the video, and I will speak to you soon.